Hey, have you heard about the struggles that Rolex fans are facing lately? They're having a hard time getting their orders on time. It's been going on for a couple of years now, and some folks are saying they've waited for more than 5 months just to get their hands on a watch. And let me tell you, it's a real pain in the neck, especially when you're shelling out big bucks for a specific model. But hey, I might have a solution for you. I recently made a video showcasing some Rolex watches that are easier to snag at authorized dealers. So, if you're sick of waiting and want to beat the lines, maybe give it a watch and see if it helps you out. That video really goes well with these tips. If you want to check it out, click on the link in the top right corner of the screen. Well, you know there's no surefire way to jump ahead of any Rolex waiting list, but if you're dead set on snagging one and you try out as many of these tricks as you possibly can, your odds of getting that dream Rolex will skyrocket compared to not trying any of them. Let me stop wasting your time and get on with the list. Tip number 1. Build a relationship with the Rolex authorized dealer. Try to build a great relationship with one of the sales reps at the authorized dealer. When you go to the store, make sure you see the same person every time. Take some time to chat with them, not just about watches, but also about other stuff like hobbies or family. But don't be creepy and jump straight into personal topics. Let the relationship grow organically. The better you get to know the sales rep, the better chances you have of getting the watch you want in a reasonable time frame. Tip number 2. Let them know you are serious. Okay, so here's what you need to do if you want to get your hands on a Rolex. First things first, you got to let the authorized dealer know that you mean business. Tell them that you're ready to jump on that call and come in within 24 hours to pay for the watch. And make sure they know you've got the means to do it too. You don't want them thinking you're just some wannabe who can't actually afford the thing. Now, I know you're excited about this watch, but don't go getting too carried away. You don't want to go promising to ditch your wife's birthday party or miss the birth of your first kid just to pick up a watch. That's a good way to end up with a broken arm and no watch to put on it. Anyway, back to the point. You got to keep letting the dealer know that you're serious about this. Make sure you've got a card ready to swipe as soon as they call you up. They're looking for reliable customers who they can count on to show up with cash in hand. Oh, and one more thing. If you've got any vacations or trips planned, make sure to let them know. That way, if they call you up while you're out of town, they'll know you're not just blowing them off. Tip number 3. Show your face regularly. If you're serious about getting a Rolex watch, I'd suggest showing your face to your authorized dealer as often as possible. It's important to let them know that you're committed to the purchase. I recommend visiting the store at least every 2 weeks, but a couple of times a month should suffice. If you sign up for the Rolex waiting list and disappear, the dealer is less likely to prioritize you when the watch becomes available. On the other hand, if you're a regular at the Rolex store, you'll be at the forefront of the dealer's mind when your desired watch comes in. So it's crucial to pop in every week or every other week at a minimum to increase your chances of getting the watch you want quickly. Besides, building a relationship with the authorized dealer is vital in beating the Rolex waiting list. And you can only achieve that by implementing all these tips and showing up at the store every week. Tip number 4. Dress smart when you go into the Rolex authorized dealer. Well, you know, it's true that these days it's not always easy to judge someone's worth just based on what they're wearing. But I still believe that first impressions really do matter, whether we like it or not. People are always going to form some kind of opinion based on how you look, even if it seems kind of shallow. It's just the way things are, unfortunately. Even if you've got a lot of money, if you walk into a Rolex store looking like you just stumbled out of a dive bar, they're probably not going to be too keen on selling you a watch. They want someone who looks the part, someone who fits in with their brand image. Now, I'm not saying you need to dress up like James Bond to buy a watch, not at all. But at the very least, I'd recommend wearing some clean, stylish clothes like a new pair of sneakers, some non-ripped jeans, and a nice polo shirt. Lastly, tip number 5. Try to have some purchase history. Having a purchase history with an authorized dealer can definitely help. It doesn't have to be a massive history, and it doesn't even have to be with Rolex specifically. If the dealer sells other jewelry like rings or bracelets, purchasing those can also help. Buying less popular Rolex models like the bimetal two-tone models, such as the Datadust, can also improve your chances of getting the watch you want. There are rumors going around that you can only get a stainless steel sports model if you've previously bought a Datadust, but I don't think that's entirely true. However, having spent some money with the authorized dealer in the past can definitely give you an edge. Of course, not everyone can afford to buy multiple Rolex watches just to get to the one they really want. Many people only want one luxury watch in their lifetime, and dealers know this. So while having a history with a dealer can help, it's not the only factor at play here. I hope you learned a little something from this video. If you did, subscribe and be part of the Bling Talk community.